It is Monday, November the 14th, 2022. I am James. You are you. We are here for another breathtaking, heart-pumping, thrill-seeking edition of the show that won't go away. Of course, we are talking about At Home with James live on Twitch, the nerdiest website in all of the internet, otherwise known as the World Wide Web, otherwise known as the information superhighway, as the kids in the 90s used to call it. And speaking of kids, hello to all of my viewers tonight. I like to look at you as my adopted foster children. That's right. I am not with a lover. I am not with a partner. I am not with a significant other. I am not with a girlfriend. I am not with a special person. Therefore, I cannot have kids. Not to say that I cannot currently do it because I have no one to conceive children with. So that's what leads me to you, the viewers, the fan base, the audience. It's like you're all my children running around in all these different pockets of Montreal, all these different pockets of Canada, dare I say, North America. So this is almost like Father's Day in one way, shape, or form, where you're coming to see me one after the other. In the real world, Father's Day is in June. In the at-home world, it's on November 14th. And this is a very special November 14th because this is the final episode before we make the, how should I say this, full switch to holiday programming in 1 week's time. More on that later, though. Big announcement. For the first time in a long time, Dave Kaufman, otherwise known as the side piece on At Home, is not here. Dave's streak, an incredible streak, an Iron Man, not unlike Cal Ripken Jr., has come to an end. And I've made a decision, and that decision is this. I've put Devin in the production assistant seat until tonight. Tonight, he is moved from the production assistant seat to substitute tech director. First time, only time, and last time. I saw that in the chat, Devin was talking about having his window open and that his pants were lost. Let's hope that that does not affect his performance as a tech director tonight. But speaking of tech directors, you can't talk about tech directors on this show without one of the all-time greats, and we're about to see him right here, right now. I think we saw him last week. We'll check in and figure out if that is in fact the case. Let's welcome to tonight's show the one and the only Mr. Dimitri Kyres. Dimitri, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going, James?
Yeah, I'm doing great. How you feeling tonight, Dimitri?
It's good to be back. Hold on, I'm just gonna put on some headphones, James.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
It's been a
okay.
while since you've been in the since you've been in this state, right? So you have to reacclimate to the world of online streaming. Dimitri, you're in the mailroom right now.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Been a while since I
And hold my head
head
up
up
high. Well, I
high.
wanted to talk about that, Dimitri. I think that you were here last week, and I'm not sure how high your head was being held. Do you have any recollection of what happened last Monday?
I woke up just like every other day. I walked out of my bedroom. I made myself a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I walked outside. I put my pants on, my shirt,
You put your pants and your shirt on outside?
and then I remember something hitting me from up above, and I totally blacked out.
Yeah, okay. Well, this makes sense because you were here last week, but you were talking all sorts of gobbledygook, talking about symbiotes,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of thinly veiled comments of eroticism.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
What did I have an in your face attitude?
Yeah, you how can I put this? Because of course I don't like to use adult or colorful language on the show. You said that you take no, and then you said the S words.
No shit.
Yeah. Well,
Ugh.
you said it with an S at the end, so it was plural.
I'm very concerned. Uh, I'm
Yeah, so
I'm
was I.
I'm very concerned, and I apologize for my behavior.
It's okay.
Yeah, to be quite honest with you, I haven't been getting any sleep.
Right.
I've barely, and as you can see behind me, been able to do an admirable job at that. But putting together the mailroom, I finally cleaned up. I would probably say 45% of it, so I'm well on the way of getting all these things together. And we know Christmas is around the corner, and you get a lot of fan mail every year around the Christmas time, James. So I'm in here working tirelessly, but I'll tell you
Yeah,
what,
that's years worth of Christmas fan mail. That's what you've been inundated with.
inundated. We are absolutely inundated in the mailroom year
Mhm.
after year. So I'm actually backlogged 2 years. So if I'm reading fan mail, it's maybe from 2 years ago.
Well, let's just chalk it up to this. Maybe you've been working your bones too hard in the mailroom. Maybe we need to give you a holiday vacation.
Oh God, that'd be lovely. That'd be absolutely lovely. A nice little bubble bath with a
Hmm.
little candy cane themed bubble bath with
A candy cane themed
themed.
bubble bath? What does that mean to have a candy cane themed bubble bath?
Well, a little white and red sudsy experience maybe.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, light a candle or two.
Well, you're talking my language. I mean, Dimitri, Christmas is coming up on the show. I
You
teased
love
something
Christmas.
earlier, but I don't think I can tease it any longer. I think I'm just going to let it out because I have already begun to let the holiday season come over me,
Let it
despite
snow.
how that may sound. Now, Dimitri, we announced last week that there, in addition to being the traditional at-home tree lighting ceremony, I announced that I'm going to throw a party in my apartment as the show is happening.
Against all odds. And I'll tell
Yeah,
you
and
what, the
I've
powers that
spoken to
be.
you
Yes.
more than anyone about it up to this point. I have begun to regret this decision because I think that it might possibly be the most unorganized show in the history of this program.
It has the makings of the worst televised event in Christmas history
Yeah, yeah, the worst Christmas special of all time.
ever. And you know
Yeah,
what? That excites me. Why? Because it's unprecedented. Because what's something about Christmas that we all say is just a trope?
tell me.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity, yeah, one of the greatest tropes of Christmas.
You don't know who's going to fall under that old damn kissing herb. You don't know
Yeah,
what's
someone might fall beneath the mistletoe.
Yeah, I call it the kissing herb. You
Yeah.
don't know who's going
I
to be
like
spiking the
that. Let's
punch.
let's trademark that. It's not mistletoe in the at-home world. It's called kissing herb.
Yeah, it's a kissing herb. You don't know
Yeah.
who's going to spike the punch. You don't know who's going to get a little wild and
Yeah, we
crazy.
got to come up with a different name. We can't call it the punch. If we're
Ooh.
calling mistletoe a kissing herb, we have to rebrand punch.
Santa's juice.
Santa's juice, yeah, or
Yeah.
Santa's juices.
I'm going to go with Santa's juice.
All right, Santa's juice and the kissing herb. Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the most spontaneous thing of all in Christmas times. What's underneath that dang tree?
Well, usually presents, right?
Yeah, but what's in the boxes, James? You open it
Right.
every year. There's a big smile on your face. Remember that year that I got you I don't remember what I got you for Christmas, I'll be honest with you.
Sure, yeah. Great Christmas memory in that there was no memory.
And there's another spontaneous thing about Christmas is the memories we make. Sometimes
Yeah.
we don't remember them and sometimes we do.
And this is the thing. Next Monday might not be good memories, right? We don't know
Ooh.
what's going to happen. We talked about it last week. I mentioned an announcement. I've got a full guest list
Could we
that I'm
announce the
ready
guest
to
list?
announce. I've got the full guest list. So, Dimitri, we know that you are going to be there.
I'm going to be there. Can't have a party
Kathy
without
Fagan,
D.
who's in the chat right now, is going to be there.
Huge. That's a good
I
get.
invited this man live on the air last week. Thomas Barnwell has accepted the invitation. He will be there.
I'm so excited for Barnwell to be there.
Barnwell. we are rebranding him Thomas Barnwell.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited for Barnwell to be there.
Yeah.
This man looks like he's hosted a few Christmas gatherings.
Oh, yeah. He looks like a guy that's gotten boozy around the holiday season. He's had his fair share of Santa juice.
He's the kind of guy who tumbles into that kissing herb, and then while he goes in for a kiss, he tumbles into the tree.
Yeah, exactly. Ruining Christmas.
Yeah.
In addition to this, I mentioned this one last week. 2 guests already confirmed. Annabelle Agnew, Sehar Manji.
Annabelle Agnew and Sehar Manji. That's huge. These are good gets. These are big names.
Jess Files is going to be here.
Now, the thing I love about Jess is she loves a board game. Jess is fantastic at board games.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, an integral part of a Christmas gathering is somebody getting really mad during a board game
Now,
session.
who do you know? Now, again, I want to jump ahead here a little bit. Tonight's episode is winter predictions. Predictions for what is to come in the winter season. We did this in the spring, summer, and fall. Who do you predict gets mad at the at-home Christmas party?
Barnwell is way too chill. Barnwell will have no interest in the board game. Confirm
All
or
right.
deny in the chat. Kathy, I could see getting a little heated. Annabelle, I could see not getting heated at all. And I'll be honest with you, I might get heated.
You might get heated. Now, I've tasked Kathy, who again is in the chat right now, with making some predictions about the party. Kathy writes, quote, "It's going to be wacky and gross."
It might get gross.
She also predicts that James will get mad. That is highly, highly probable.
I could see it.
What people don't know is this is my living room, right? They don't know this.
Yeah, you're in
The
it.
party is going to be happening. So if I put my arm over here,
Ouch.
come out of frame, it's right about there.
Oh, we're going to be in the chat with you. We're going to be in the party is the show. We're going to be on top of you, basically.
Coming in from the chat, Annabelle Agnew writes, "Oh, I get heated."
Oh, then my mistake. Then Annabelle is going to definitely be the one to tip the table over.
Okay, so we got to keep the Santa juice away from Annabelle.
I'm excited about these renaming things. I want to rename everything else. You know what does this party have a name?
Well, it's the at-home Christmas tree lighting. I guess it's the at-home Christmas tree lighting party, something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. I want to go back a little bit, if that's okay.
Yeah, and I want to task you with something before we move on to our first guest here.
Ooh.
Because we're going to check in with you later on tonight, Dimitri. I want you to come up with a name of this party, right? You've come up with Santa Juice. You've come up with Kissing Herb. You've come up with rebranding Thomas Barnwell to Thomas Barnwale. Why not name the party? I'm feeling very, very festive and giving. Why not name the party, Dimitri? But you were saying.
Well, first and foremost, I'm honored. I'm a little sleep deprived too. Like I said, I've been having a hard time, but it's an honor, and I'm gonna take this responsibility and go with it with the utmost care and responsibility. But I wanted to go back and say that it might get gross for two reasons. This is a small space, and I don't mean that as a shade to you and your apartment.
No,
James.
it is a tiny, cozy home.
It's a very, very cozy, tiny home.
TCH.
A nice TCH though. It might get small. It's gonna get very tight. It's gonna get sweaty in there.
Yes.
Especially if we're playing board games, and there might be a little bit of dancing.
Yeah.
But the second thing is, maybe something's gonna happen at this party. Because you know what they say about Christmas? It's the sexiest time of year.
Yeah. No one says that.
Well, James, you're the one who invited, you invited one guy to your party. You must have had a reason for that.
There's 2 guys and 3, including me.
One of those guys.
As I mentioned last week, we are for the 3rd year in a row shrinking Dave down. There's going to be a micro Dave running around.
I'm just saying that it's all these very nice ladies are going to be there, and then obviously it's Tiny Dave, Thomas Barnwell, who's got a family. I'm already spoken for. Tiny Dave is Tiny Dave with a tiny family, and then you open the show saying that you have nobody in your life. If you wanted a giant glowing neon billboard, then you could have just done that. But I mean, you know what I mean? Do we have to?
I'm going to tell you why this is not going to be one of those parties, because as you put it, there will be no kissing herb in my home.
There's no kissing herb in your home?
No.
There's no kissing herb in James McGee's home?
No.
Then I walk out of the house with no pants on then.
All right. Well,
2 things that
Dimitri,
are not true.
I'm going to check in with you a little bit later on. We've got our first guest on tap. I want to hear about some of that mail later on. I also want to hear about what we're going to name this Christmas party.
James, I'm on it. It's Christmas. It's right around the corner. It's getting chilly outside. This is my favorite time of year. You're my favorite type of guy. And I'm excited to get this going. I can't wait to touch base with you later this evening.
All right. Thanks, Dimitri.
God bless
Good to
you.
see you again. That is Dimitri Kyres. We're going to be checking in with him later on. Now, that's not where the announcements end, because I am happy to announce that coming to us live via satellite, a.k.a. traditional At Home with James guest, Alex Brown and her roommate, Vance Gillis, will be discussing when and how their Christmas tree should go up. I will be serving as the arbiter. Vance wants it up early. Alex says too early. I'm going to determine who's right, who's wrong. This all happens 1 week from tonight, right here on Twitch. But before we get to that, we're going to talk about the chilly weather with our first guest of this evening. Again, when you use the word legend, you cannot use this word without using it to define this person, because this guest is a legend in the world of this show. From the old days back on Instagram to our very, very early days right here on Twitch, she's been through it all. She's seen it all, and she is here again. You can hear her, keyword, hear her every weekday on CJD starting at 6 a.m. You can also listen to her on CKUT Thursdays at 6 p.m. Please welcome Sarah Deshaies. Sarah, welcome back to the program. You look spectacular.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so pleased to be invited back. It's been a long time.
As we mentioned earlier in the immortal words of Aaron Lewis of Stained, it's been a while.
Yes, it has.
Now,
Thanks for having me back.
Sarah, I have to say that when you entered our production call, you didn't look this way, right? You left, you came back. Now you've got some type of seasonal tiara, and you got lipstick on. You got a fresh hairdo. Your mic quality is unbelievable. 10 on 10.
Yeah, well, I truly am a quick change artist because I walked out of my home office and I put some lipstick on and a little bit of blush, just for you, James, and realized
Just
that
for
I
me? Ooh
just
la
for you
la.
and your viewers, you,
Well,
the
there we
viewer.
go. I'm glad that you were able to qualify it as such. Sarah, how is the transition of the chilly weather been treating you?
Oh, pretty roughly.
Yeah, well, you
um,
get up very, very, very
I
early. I
do.
hesitate to even say the morning because it's almost the middle of the night. Remind our viewers who may not know, what time do you wake up in the morning and what time do you begin to start your jaunt to work?
Yeah, my first alarm is at 3:25, and that doesn't
Mm,
include my light up alarm because the light starts like at 3, and then I'm usually out of bed a little bit before 4 because I like to linger in bed a long time, especially
mhm.
on colder days like today. And then I leave my
Yeah.
house around 4, anywhere between 4:20 and 4:40.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, we've had a really nice fall, like a really
Yes.
warm,
One of the best ones
just
in
lovely.
maybe the best I've ever experienced.
Indeed. We had, like, 3 weeks straight where there was kind of like a mini second summer kinda thing feeling
Mhm.
going on, and then this weekend, kind of funny, we had a tropical storm coming up from Florida, which is really late in the year. You can tell because the storms, hurricanes, they get numbered from A
Yeah.
to B onwards, and this was Storm Nicole, so that's pretty late, and so Nicole came up and dumped all that precipitation on us Friday and Saturday, and I checked today, and I think we broke, like, rainfall records for both
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday. And we got about 60 millimeters in total over the course of that 24-hour rough period. So
Mhm.
that kind of like has nothing to do it. I don't think with the actual weather now, but it's just kind of funny. Like it came to a screeching halt,
Right.
tons of rain, and now we're back in the cold and we're below zero, and we're expecting snow to start Tuesday night, and then Wednesday we expect there to be actually like a snow, not a snowstorm, but just
Mhm.
like a lot of snow is going to fall in a short amount of time,
Yeah,
probably. They
my
say 5 to
my
10
mo my
centimeters.
mommy told me 5 to 10 centimeters.
And she's up north, eh? So she's gonna get a little bit more of that, I think.
Okay, so
Yeah,
even though winter, I don't believe officially starts until I wanna say the 20th or 21st of December, the
that's right.
reality is this: for me, winter begins when it's cold and there's snow, in the same way that spring doesn't begin when there's still snow on the ground. The date means nothing to me. The date is maybe
Yeah.
the beginning, but until the actual weather reflects the season, I don't care. So for me, even though we're about a few days away from a month shy of winter, I think winter is about to how can I put this, blow chunks onto us by way of
Yeah,
snow.
indeed. I know, it's funny because you're right, it's technically not winter, but the
Mhm.
it will feel winter-like for
Yeah,
sure. But in a way, like, I feel like we can't complain because we had such a summery kind of fall. It's like, "Ah,
I
okay."
won't complain. Look, here's the deal. I don't mind that it gets dark a little early. There's something nice and cozy about it.
Yeah.
If it got dark like this and it was like maybe, 27 degrees outside, I think, well, this, it's kind of a kick in the pants. There's something about the cold weather and the early darkness that I feel very romantic about. And I'm
Oh,
very
yeah.
romantic.
Yeah, tell me more about How romantic you're feeling.
Well, we'll have to save that until next week's Christmas party when,
Okay.
according to Dimitri Kyres, it's bound to get sexy.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how that's gonna turn out.
Yeah, I'll give you the spoiler poorly.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
It's
yeah. Sarah, again, for people that don't know, you're a radio personality. You're on the air in the mornings. Sometimes you go in on the weekend to do the trivia show. How would you fare if you were trying to, you know, host your show, co-host your show? Now, Sarah's frozen right now. I don't know if this is going to be a full-time thing, but I'm just going to keep talking. I think we might be up there. We're okay. We're back at it. Sarah, are you here?
yes, yeah.
Great. What if you were hosting your show and 4 feet away from you, there was a party going on?
Is that what's gonna happen at your Christmas party? Is that
Yes, there might be people behind me mingling. I might have to wear headphones for the first time ever on this show.
I think you'll be fine. I think this would be a fine challenge for you.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
great.
I'm kind
You
of
gotta
looking at
stretch
this in the way
yourself a
that
little bit.
at these old kind of like Dean Martin specials where Dean Martin like, "Hey, who's that at the door? Oh, it's my old friend Bing Crosby," and they're all drunk. This is what I'm imagining,
Okay.
except they're going to be on different. When they were filming those shows, they were on set. My set, my
Yeah.
studio is my home, so everything is going to be happening anywhere between 6 and 8 feet away from me.
Okay, so I think I told you about this ages ago, but if you go on YouTube, you can find like the Playboy talk show,
Oh, I'm very
where
familiar.
there was kind of like it's like they were in a big lounge or penthouse or something, and Hugh Hefner would interview people,
Yep.
and there would just be these babes standing around, and they would be like talking to Sammy Davis Jr. and they'd be
Yep.
like, "Well, cool, Cat, that's great. Okay, like let's look over here. Oh, it's Diana Ross, and she's gonna sing Tina Turner. Tina Turner,
Yeah.
like, just performing
Yeah.
on stage, and all of these, like, Playboy bunnies are like and then they're like they just throw to the next scene, and they all sit down, and they talk to the comedian du jour. It is so psychedelic,
Oh,
like, it's
yeah.
so funny. That's the vibe that you should have.
Well, now maybe this party that I'm going to throw next week paves the way for the show to transition to something like that. And I don't have the Playboy bunnies. Are you ready for this? I have the at-home honeys.
I love that.
I think that
I love that.
I think that people would really start to look at me differently if I had a bunch of ladies walking around in some type of outfit or negligee. I might
Um
just need to have it be Dimitri and Dave.
I'm visualizing like plaid negligees or maybe
Oh,
just chemise carottée.
tell me
Just
more.
like just like but that's it. Just the shirt and that's it.
All right. Well, it's a night of great ideas. But I digress, Sarah. It's all
I
about
thought
winter
you were going to say
predictions.
like at home bunnies and it would just be like stuffed animals. What
Oh,
about that?
so this is how you visualize me, Sarah, just surrounded by stuffed animals. That
Yeah,
might
like I
be
don't think
more
there's
that
anything wrong
might
with
be
that.
more that might sound more problematic for me than if I had the at-home honeys.
Really? Is it so bad to have a lot of stuffed animals around you at all time?
A big grown-up man? I think so. I think if you did it, people would find it cute and charming. If I did it, they'd start to ask questions about my mental health.
I mean, you do have like a wall full of Coca-Cola signs. So
Let's
like
get into the
is that such a stretch?
topic of tonight. Move away from my decor, or as some might say, lack thereof. Tonight we're making predictions. As I
Okay.
mentioned to Dimitri, we did this for the spring, the summer, and the fall, with only a few short weeks away until the official start of winter. I'm curious to know, Sarah, do you have any predictions for what is to come this winter, whether normal or bold?
Okay. Okay. I do have some bold predictions. I've been
Yeah,
thinking about it. Okay.
please.
My boldest and my most fervent wish is for the COVID pandemic to come to an end, which I don't think is going to happen, but I can hope and I can
Yeah.
put those feelings out into the world, like
Yep.
manifest them, you know?
Yep.
So that's
Oh, well, get some technical difficulties here. You're just
in
tuning
on
in.
this for
There we go.
you.
Yep. Mhm.
And that's that we might have an interesting winter season.
Okay. Now, can you
Less
expand on that?
storms, less winter storms, but the ones that do arrive will be a little raucous. So,
Okay.
like, strong yeah.
So something that might keep you inside with your preferred people.
Yeah, your stuffed animals.
All right, yeah. So if you're someone who's got stuffed animals instead of preferred people, you might enjoy this. Whereas I do not have stuffed animals, so I cannot necessarily speak to that.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Um, then okay. Okay, so my other prediction is
Hmm.
this past summer we saw the installation of the ring. The
Yep.
ring.
Right at Place Ville Marie.
That's right. So this is giant thing, and it's really funny because some people love it and some people hate it, and the people who don't have a strong opinion on it haven't seen it in person yet.
Hmm.
That's my theory. Um, I was thinking, how cool would it be if a giant triangle was set up, maybe not at Place Ville Marie, but between two other buildings that are close together.
Okay, so what you're saying is to create some unity with different shapes.
Hmm.
Now, for
But
the people that don't know what this ring is, would you like to explain it to them? Because I am not quite sure what its significance is.
yeah, I it's a good question too. It's funny. My brother was like, "Oh, it's a waste of government money," and I was like, "Actually, like, I think much of the funding came from um Ivanhoe Cambridge. If I'm getting that right, I hope I'm getting. I could be. Don't take my word for it. Um,
I won't.
like a property development company that just wanted to pay for some public art. And
Okay.
it cost a lot of money because it did to set it up, and they hired like a top architect to put it to like design it, and then to actually hang it and keep it up there was actually a lot of resources. So I think I imagine there was some government money that kind of came in there, but Place Ville Marie is like a privately held like
Sure.
office towers. So I was trying to think of another set of buildings somewhere where we could set up a triangle.
Okay. I feel like what makes sense is somewhere in the, as the locals put it, the Quartier des Spectacles.
The card, yes, yeah, that's
Yeah.
totally valid. That's totally
Yeah.
valid.
I could see that.
Maybe between the 2, the Hilton, where the Garden Tree by Hilton
Yep.
is, and the residential building going up across from it,
How about
on Jean Mance.
right in the middle of Saint Laurent, in between Montreal Pool Room and Cafe Cleopatra?
Oh, even better. I love
Yeah.
that. That's a great idea.
Something that maybe cars can just drive through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a triangle, it's connected on different sides,
Yeah.
each side is equal.
Yeah.
Also, it kinda symbolizes a pylon, which has kind of
Mhm.
become the de facto symbol of the city.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of potential there. It's also feeds conspiracy theorists who think it might be an Illuminati thing.
Right,
I
yeah.
think we need to get away from dangerous conspiracy theorists,
Okay, so is this a
who think
prediction that
there's
you're
trackers
making?
in vaccines, and move on to like like the fun, cuddly kind of conspiracy
Now, I
theorists,
wanna
you know?
ask, is this a prediction that you're gonna make right now that people in, the winter move away from dangerous conspiracies like lizard people and the reptilian race and the New World Order, and they go to fun conspiracies?
Yes, I would love for that to
What are s
happen.
Now I wanna put you on the spot. What are some fun conspiracies that people are gonna get into in the winter of 2022
Like,
into 2023?
maybe instead of fluoride in our water being a problem, instead, maybe they're just, pumping our water with Diet Sprite.
Okay, so you're saying that there's gonna be a conspiracy where the people of Montreal believe that Diet Sprite is being pumped into our water instead of,
Yeah,
some type of chemical.
yeah,
Alright, let's see some more. I wanna know what's another fun conspiracy people are gonna get into this winter.
yeah, that the buses, which, have kinda gone hybrid, now
Yep.
we're gonna switch from, like, hybrid to, they're running on French fry oil.
Okay, so
French
they're
fry
gonna go
oil,
from a
like,
hybrid to
clean
low
oil.
brid.
Yeah,
City buses run off of, frit grease.
yeah, because there's so much poutine being made, so you just take all the fry oil,
Alright.
and that's how you power the city buses.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, they
I
will
wanna
smell like
ask
french
you
fries.
I wanna ask if you have any others, but I'm concerned that, some of the conspiracies are gonna be that I have some type of stuffed animal fetish.
Those are your words, not mine.
They
I
are
mean,
my
you
words,
just
yeah.
said it. We could cut it, like, Dimitri
Yeah,
could
it's
go
true,
and
yeah,
isolate
we're gonna
that.
use it as our first YouTube short.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
And, the potholes. The potholes that are everywhere?
Do I know the potholes? I'm
Yeah,
familiar.
they're portals to another world.
Okay, that seems like less of a fun conspiracy, though. That seems like along the line of the reptilian
No, no,
people
no.
and
It's a fun
it's a
alternative
fun
world.
portal. Okay.
Yeah,
Fun portal,
where
which also sounds like it could be the name of a strip club as well. The
fun
fun portal.
come to my strip club where it's called potholes.
Now, I want to make a bold prediction here.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to put this out there in the way that you put out that the pandemic comes to an end. I want to put out into the universe that someone opens a strip club named the Fun Portal and they hire you to be
Yes.
the voice of the
To be the
radio
voice.
ads because as
I
people don't know, you used to be the voice of Shea Perret. Now,
This is
Sarah,
absolutely correct.
to put you on the spot, what do you think the commercial for the Fun Portal might sound like?
I don't know. Okay, so the funny thing about the Shea Paré ads
What's
is
where you
that
make the best contacts?
yeah, because there would be an emphasis on make your best contacts,
Mhm,
the hottest ladies, also the hot and cold buffet.
mhm.
That was always a huge so no, a huge selling
Yeah.
point, like, really, like, emphasize the hot and cold buffet. So I guess, like, the fun portal could be like and you know what? Like, gender is a construct. Let's
Mhm,
just say, like, not just like, "Hey, fellas." It'll be like, "Hey, like, guys and gals
mhm.
and everyone in between,
Mm.
come down to the fun portal where what attractions do we have? Do we have a hot and cold buffet? Or do we have, like, a cereal bar where you could get different kinds of cereal? What do you
Oh,
think?"
it's becoming trendy.
Yeah, it's a
I'd
trendy
say I say the Fun Portal serves American barbecue. There's pit masters on site.
pitmasters, okay. So it would be something like, "Come down to the fun portal, guys and gals and everyone in between. Check out the American barbecue buffet and make your best contacts." That's a
Yeah,
euphemism
I think we
for
gotta
those who
work
are
on the
checking.
euphemism, though.
Yeah, make your best contacts.
What if it's like it ends with the Fun Portal, dive in head first? Now, Sarah,
Okay.
can you take it from the top?
Welcome to the fun portal, guys, gals, and everyone in between. Check out our American barbecue buffet and our cereal bar. Make your own Sunday bar and the cereal bar.
Let now yeah, let's hit that last line.
What was it again?
It was the Fun Portal, dive in head first. Maybe we should take it from the top, Sarah. I
Ah,
like the addition on all the foods. You've got the American barbecue cereal bar, and there's also a Sunday bar. How about we add this in? And a Sunday bar, which is great for the kids. Because we talked
okay.
about everyone in between. So it's what we had was the Fun Portal. Guys, gals, everyone in between. Check out our American barbecue as well as the cereal bar and the Sunday station, which is great for the kids. The Fun Portal. Dive in head first.
Okay. Come on down. No, wait. Guys, gals, and everyone in between, come on down to the fun portal where the sexiest dancers in the city take to the stage. Come check out our American barbecue buffet, as well as the cereal bar, and make your own Sunday bar. Great for the kids. Oh, and there's also a cereal bar, because it's cool. The Fun Portal. Dive right in. Located at James McGee's house in St. Marie.
Guys, that's another bold prediction is that I open up a strip club in my home. Now, Sarah, I feel like we have to record this and uh and add it to our list of sponsors.
Yes. Do
Now,
it.
be honest, Sarah. Was it nice to get back into the voiceover for exotic dance club game?
It was just a little bit. But I can't really tell how I sound because, the funny
It
thing
sounded
about
great.
thank you. The funny thing about my setup,
Hmm.
like, this is really not professional of me, but I do have this really fun little mic, from Audio Technica.
Hmm.
Great mic, I recommend it. It's not that expensive at all. You can get it at Steve's.
Hmm.
And, but I also haven't figured out a way to hear myself.
Yeah.
So, um it would be a lot funner if I could hear my own voice
Oh,
because
it sounded
then I would, like
superb.
I would
And
I
may
can
I
hear
say
you, but I can't hear my own voice. I'm
the
hearing it outside of my body because 'cause I've got headphones in, which is
sure.
crazy.
Well, I thought it was a perfect read, and I also will say that I think it was many notches above the one that you did for Shea Perret. Here we say no, put a little bit more stank on it. I loved it. And here at the Fun Portal, kids are allowed.
Okay, so just between us girls,
Hmm.
I got asked to do an assisted living, like an independent living, home
Yep.
for golden agers,
Hmm.
and they wanted me to do it again. Like, it was just funny, like, that they wanted, like, a repeat
Oh,
read.
I've been
Because something
dealing
about
with
my voice
I've
was
been
like,
dealing with the same thing as well with well, I'm not going to talk about the client, but yeah, same thing.
well, it's not even my client. I just did a read for somebody, and they were like, "This woman says independent living."
Yeah.
It was very funny.
Well, I
I
think
also
this
got
is
I got to read one of the La Fontaine tunnel warnings,
oh great.
which was just like, "Make a plan B. The tunnel, it's going down to 2 instead of 6."
I think you start doing all your reads with the Fun Portal voice.
The fun world. That's
I
so
think
funny.
this is giving me an idea for a future episode where we get a variety of people to write us, maybe like radio hits or product placement, things like that. And we go into these cold, we don't know what we're reading, and we have to do our best job
Oh, I
to
love
read
that
these
idea.
commercials. Yeah.
I love that idea. Okay, well, that leads me to my big, bold prediction,
Yes, I love it. Let's hear this big bold
and
prediction as we
that
begin to wind down.
that is that James at home is
Hmm.
going to happen live and in person. I
Oh.
think you're gonna do the show, but in person. I don't know the logistics. I don't know how you export this magic and import it to a stage, or how
Hmm.
you move any of those Coca-Cola ads,
Yeah.
into a venue, but I think this has tremendous potential.
Well, I love this prediction, and I do not use the word love loosely. Now, many months ago, in the spring, I announced that I have the intention to do a live version of this show. We have been slowly, and when I say slowly, I cannot understate how slow the process has been in trying to develop and sort of imagine what this looks like. Sarah, I had a meeting with Dave last week where we began to put some pieces in place, and
Yeah.
I lie to you not. Someone came to us. It wasn't Dave, it wasn't me. Someone came to us today and said, "How do we make this work?" So the ball is rolling, and you have put it into the ether. And
Oh
guess
my
what,
gosh.
Sarah? If we do it, you're going to be there,
I'm
right?
putting it out
You're
there. Yeah, of course I'll
you're
be
going to
there.
be there.
I'll be there in the front row heckling you.
Oh, you're going to heckle the
Yeah.
show? The guy
I
he's got stuffed animals and he can't stay out of Fun Portals. That's
I
my
hear he doesn't like
impersonation of
using the
you.
word love. Why so emotionally stunted?
Ooh,
Your
wow.
mom asked me to ask you that.
Oh, great. Now my mom is talking to the guests and the friends of the show. This is so typical. This is so typical. First, my mommy tells me that it's going to snow 5 to 10 centimeters. Now she wants to know why my emotional intelligence or possibly lack thereof is lacking.
Yep.
Well, Sarah, I have to say these are some great predictions. Ultimately, what this has really shown a light on is that we've got a new sponsor on the show, and it's an imaginary strip club.
It's the best kind. That's
I
amazing. I'm
could
so
not
excited.
agree more. Sarah, look, I'm going to let you go to bed because you have to be up, as you mentioned, at about 3:30. I want to thank you so much for being here tonight and providing us with some great winter predictions.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a joy and an honor, truly.
Well, we will talk to you soon, okay?
Thanks for having me.
Peace out. That is Sarah Deshaies. Once again, you can hear her tomorrow at 6 o'clock a.m. if you're a morning person. I happen to be a morning person. I don't want to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But if it happens, get out of bed. I make myself a cup of coffee. And I'll tell you what, I'm not cranky. I don't take out any bad mood on people in the morning or the night. I'm as fresh as a daisy, no matter any time of the day. Guys, you heard it here first. We're opening up a strip club in my home. the fun portal, right? Guys, gals, everyone in between. Problem is, I got to find talent, I got to find performers, and I also, maybe most importantly, I need to find an American barbecue pitmaster. We're not going to do that until the holiday season is done. And that's coming up. Now, I explained and I talked about how next Monday it's the party. I'm not going to go on and on and on about it like a broken record, but it is going to be weeks and weeks of full blown 100% holiday programming. I'm going to announce what some of the shows are going to be next week. I can't get it all out of the way now. I want to build up to it. I like to tease out the holidays for everything that it's worth. But before we get into that, we are going to check back in just a matter of moments with Dimitri Kyres, who right now, he is live. He has been inundated in the mailroom. We're going to check in with him. We're going to see how his night has been going. I tasked him with a couple things. I wanted him to read some of the mail. He's going to check in on how the holiday letters to James, or maybe Santa, is coming along. But in addition to that, he is also going to come up with what we are naming the party next week. So let's go to him right here, right now. Dimitri, are you out there? Hey, Dimitri. How's the mailroom? Night Freak is here, and want to let Devin and our production truck know that our framing is a little off kilter here. But Night Freak,
Yeah, your friend just broke it.
Yeah, well, you know, it's
seconds.
Devin's first time on the board.
Just give me
It's
2
Devin's
seconds.
first time on the board.
Hold on, I'm hacking.
You're hacking into the system to fix it?
Yeah, I'm hacking right now. I just need 40 seconds. Hold on, I'm almost there. Give me some words of encouragement.
Go, boy, go.
No, make it sexy.
Yeah, hack that thing.
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
Keep
Give
going.
it all that you've got, big boy.
Keep going.
Don't be shy to get rough with it. Hack it.
Yeah.
Hack it good.
One more thing. Say one more good
Stop.
thing.
Don't stop until you've hacked enough.
Yeah. And hacked. I'm in.
All right, so I want to say I'm not talking to Dimitri right now. It's the Night Freak.
Yeah. I'm back, baby.
You know, it's interesting. I thought I was going to be talking with Dimitri.
That soft-shelled hermit crab, spineless little boy.
Easy.
He's no more. The thing about Dimitri is he's a pushover. A real nobody. A talentless hack. A real POS. Piece of shit. You see, when the symbiote takes control, everything goes my way for Dimitri. It benefits us both, James. Don't you understand?
All right, so Night Freak, you have taken over the vessel of Dimitri, is what I'm understanding, for a second week in a row.
I'm thinking I might stay permanently this time.
All right, so for people who don't know who the Night Freak is or represents, would you like to let people know, Night Freak?
The story is simple. Spider-Man 3. A symbiote falls from the heavens and crashes down on lonely old Peter Parker, turning him into not only a vigilante, but a powerful one. And oh wait, his suit is black. It's the same thing that happened to me. A symbiote hit Dimitri, that spineless, talentless loser, and he gave birth to the next stage of evolution. The Night Freak.
And what people may not know is that as part of being the Night Freak, being touched by the symbiote is that...
More than touched.
Right, enveloped.
Yeah, that's good.
Is that you stand up to landlords.
I don't pay rent. Because I'm not a pushover. Let me guess, you pay rent on the first of every month?
I do pay my rent, yeah.
You do, don't you? I bet you put it in a nice little rosy envelope.
I actually do it via e-transfer.
Let me guess, you put a nice little message. You say, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Landlord, that it was 45 minutes late. Maybe I can wipe your bum real quick, too. Or let me fix the doorknob on every door in the building for you.
Well, I wouldn't say I've gone that far, but there are times when I've paid my rent late, and I do apologize for it. Yeah.
Yeah. You could really use a drink and, more importantly, a symbiote, James.
Yeah. Well, I'm not thirsty at the moment. What are you drinking?
Justice.
All right. So you're a vigilante.
Yeah. I like to.
Well, I guess your talents know no bounds that you're able to hack into our operating system.
It was quite easy. Your infrastructure is weak.
I agree with that.
Oh,
We do have a weak infrastructure.
not a totally lost cause then. Hey, I've got a bone to pick with you, brother.
Okay, please.
You're opening up a strip club in your house called the Porthole?
The fun portal.
I take grievances with that name. I think I
Okay.
prefer the Porthole.
Porthole, what is it? A port town and boating themed strip club?
Where's portside on a boat?
I'm not sure.
Well, that's where the hole is.
All right. Yeah, apparently we might be opening up a strip club.
I love it, brother.
Okay, well, the fact that you like it is making me second guess the decision.
Hey, I got some ideas percolating in this perverted little vessel of a mind I have for myself right here. Some
All right.
ideas for your party. Isn't that what you wanted old Dimitri to do?
Well, I wanted Dimitri to name the party. He was going to read some mail. We were going to do Mailbag Monday, but that's out the window. So you have ideas? You have, dare I say, predictions for the winter?
I'll start with the name, because every great party has one.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
James McGee's Crusty and Musky Christmas Banger.
The crusty and musty or musky?
Crusty and Musty Christmas Banger.
Yeah, I don't know if I like the crusty and musty. It makes it seem kind of
Why not?
disgusting. And Christmas I don't know if I like Christmas and banger mixed up.
You said it was going to be gross.
No, I did not. Kathy Fagan, who's attending the party, has predicted in the chat that it's going to be gross.
Perfect. So it'll be gross then. I'm just saying that you put that many people in a small area. Trust me, I've been to those kind of parties before.
Oh, have you found yourself underneath the kissing herb drinking Santa's juice?
Brother, I eat the herb. I smoke it. You want to know what kind of parties I go to? Just
Please.
follow the smell.
Oh, what type of smell am I following? What should I look out for?
You ever did a bong hit of a kissing herb?
No. I've never done any type of bong hit.
God, I can't even look at you. I can't even talk to you. You're so weak.
All right. Okay, do you have any other names for the party? Right? We've got the crusty and musty Christmas banger, which I'll put on the maybe list. Any other names?
What about Thick Jim's festive time?
Thick Jim's festive time. I feel like it's on some level better than the last one, or worse due to the nickname Thick Jim. Am I Thick Jim?
That's up to you, brother.
All right. Coming in from the chat from Lionheart Live, they've got a suggestion. Would you like to hear it, Night Freak?
Yeah, they don't sound like they got a symbiote, but I'll do them a justice.
What about this? Jolly James's Christmas Bash. I think that's really fun.
What about Jolly James's Christmas balls getting bashed?
Oh. I don't want to know what type of parties you're going to, Night Freak.
The good kind. The fetish kind. And I know you know something about that. All these plush toys you keep around your home.
I have no plush toy fetish.
Jolly James's Kink Master. It's a game show.
Wait, am I the kink master?
Yeah, it's like Ink Master, but it's called Kink Master.
Look, I'm not a kink master. I have no issue with people that like to enjoy their kinks. I certainly do not have a fetish for plush toys and tutus, as they be called in the Quebecois culture.
That's not what I heard, brother. Hey, I got a fun game that we could play at the Christmas party, huh?
All right, yeah, you talked about, or excuse me, Dimitri talked about a board game. Yeah, easy. What are you evading right now, Night Freak?
Careful. Just want to make sure I'm not recognized.
What games would you like to play at the party next week, Night Freak?
What about this?
Oh.
Conspiracy lovers.
What is conspiracy lovers?
We all sit around in a circle, all right? And we all tell conspiracies. But all the conspiracies involve everyone at the party being lovers, conspiracially.
Wait, so we figure out who at the party are secret lovers?
Yeah, but they all involve you.
No. Wait, so
All the
I'm the
conspiracies-
central. It's got to be some combination of someone at the party with me.
Yeah, and beyond. This is a fun game that we can play. Like I think you, James, are. I think you're secretly organizing sex parties. There,
I'm
that's a
not
fun
secretly-
conspiracy.
I've never even organized a party at my home, let alone a sex party. I don't like this conspiracy lovers game. What's going on over there? Where are you?
I just gotta make sure that no one recognizes me. This Dimitri's giving me a bad rap.
What type of bad rap are you getting from Dimitri? Dimitri's a great guy.
Yeah, that's not what I heard. This guy, he's Greek. He does improv. He runs around. He plays video games.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught playing video games, doing improv, and being Greek, according to the Night Freak.
That's what I say. Anyway, I got another fun game that we can play.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about an activity that you are either suggesting or predicting that we're going to be playing 1 week from tonight.
Yeah. I think that there should be a hot and cold buffet.
All right, well, I do intend on supplying food. You know, there might be some pizza, maybe some veggies. What are you thinking about for the hot and cold buffet? This is where we agree. We're on the same page, Night Freak.
Hot and cold. I absolutely love American barbecue.
All right.
There should absolutely be a pitmaster involved in some way. And guess what? You'll be the roasted pig.
Oh my God.
Put this baby on a spit and watch him turn. I'll take my turn shoving an apple in your mouth.
Okay, so your goal is to cook me at the party? You want to cannibalize me, Night Freak. That's wrong, okay?
Oh yeah, I want to eat you up. What can I say? I'm an alpha. I'm a power, bottom and top.
Oh my God.
Do my words shock you?
Yeah. I was shocked that you wanted to cannibalize me, and now I'm even more shocked that you've referred to yourself as a power bottom and power top.
Yeah, just don't call me Carrot Top.
Would you like to define what it means to be a power bottom
And
for
top.
the uneducated?
Do I have to explain it to you?
Well, maybe for the people that might not know what a power bottom is.
Somebody who is fantastically talented and quite proficient at being on the bottom as well as the top.
All right, so you can go either way.
That's the life of a symbiote. It's yours for the taking if you want.
Yeah, well, I'll take a pass. on
James,
that one.
I would love to get you involved with the symbiote.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Night Freak, next week only Dimitri is invited. Night Freak, you're not invited.
Come on.
I would have let you in until you said you wanted to put me on a spit and spin me and cook me and eat me.
Yeah, and
There's been a lot of people that have said a lot of things on this show, but being eaten, it took over 2.5 years, but we've made it. Someone has wanted to consume me for dinner at a party.
Listen, James, I take no shits, I pay no rent, and I serve justice on a silver platter with nice American-style barbecue. If you don't understand or enjoy my way of life, then I don't want to be involved in your parties. Because there's better places than I could be.
I didn't mean to offend you, Night Freak. I apologize. I think what we're doing is getting to know each other a little bit. With Dimitri, I know him quite well. We really have a good flow and a good dynamic. We agree on a lot of things. How about this? How about we just water under the bridge? I forget that you want to cook me and eat me. You forget that I'm casting some type of judgment over you. What's one last thing maybe that you'd like to predict for the party next week? Maybe we can end this on a positive note where we work together, right?
I think we should carol.
Okay, I've never caroled before. It's always something that's made me a little bit nervous. I like to sing. I sing on the show a little bit. I've always felt kind of uncomfortable about the idea of going house to house, knocking on a door opening, and then, jingle bells, and all that good stuff. You're a caroler. That's very heartening to hear.
I think we should sing the hits.
Okay, what are some of the hits?
leather Chris Crindle, a broken
Leather
toy,
Chris Kringle.
a broken toy for a bad boy, and also deck these balls.
I feel like I've heard about some of these songs.
That's right. They were performed and recorded by my very good friend, the late great Axel Hunter.
No, don't tell me.
He's a very personal friend of mine, and
Okay,
Dimitri's.
it all makes sense now. The Night Freak, you're friends with Axel Hunter, who happens to be.
Yes. Well, he's an ass. Well, he's a fetish play event planner and ass orchestrator.
I thought it was conductor.
Oh right, he's an ass conductor. That's what it is.
Well, look, he's been dead for a year.
Oh. God bless. I hope he's
All
up
right,
there
so
making
that's
love to
one
all
of
those
his
angels.
It's a kink Christmas album.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be wholesome and real heartwarming, and I think would bring a lot of pleasure to a lot of families out there if we, went about and did some caroling of a couple of those
Well,
songs.
I think I'd be a little bit more apt to sing, We Three Kings or We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I don't really want to play, or rather, I don't want to sing, Jingle Balls.
Well, what about We Three Kinks and the others?
We're finding a compromise.
How about just one nasty little Christmas tune?
Yeah, which one do you have in mind?
Little Drummer Boy.
I guess there's some type of perversion already built into Little Drummer.
Oh no! What? No. This is a better one. Yeah, no, that one's fine. Never mind.
All right.
A couple
Well,
other nasty ones, but I won't get into it.
Night Freak, as we
I saw Mama kissing Santa Claus. How about that one?
Yeah, that's a pretty dirty one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Yeah. Backdoor Santa.
Oh, disgusting. You listen to that?
I mean, it's not on my go-to list, but I will listen to it.
You're a nasty freak. Maybe there is a little bit of symbiote in you.
Yeah, maybe there is a little bit of symbiote.
There's a darkness
Night
inside
Freak,
all of us.
Any final words before we say goodnight and I welcome Dimitri back next week?
All I have to say is, once you get a taste of the dark side, you might never be able to go back. But don't be afraid. Because once you go to the night, maybe it's going to be all right.
He's just disappearing into the night. All right. Well, that was the Night Freak. Again, the symbiote has taken another victim. Dimitri Kyres once again claimed by the Night Freak. Folks, that's our show tonight. Of course, I want to thank Dimitri for being here when he was here, Sarah Deshaies, and of course, the Night Freak. And I want to say something. This is 100% true. My neighbor right behind this door has got many people over right now. I don't think my mic is catching the noise that they're making. But in some ways, this feels like shots fired to me. Every Monday, they might hear me say, folks, we're here. We've done it. We've made it. Another episode of the show that won't go away, yada, yada, yada. And they thought, you know what? We're going to drown this sucker out with our own party. I accept the invitation. Next week, my neighbors will not know what hit them as a number of people gather, play games, drink, eat, festive jolliness all night long as I blast my voice into this mic, host the show over the party for the 2022 Christmas tree lighting. I want you to, dare I say, I need you to stay connected to our social media outlets, which is just Instagram, At Home with James Show. A terrible account, but that's where you can find the news for everything and anything related to next week's show. I can't wait to see you here. Tell your mom, dad, auntie, uncle, brother, sister, Grammy, Grampy, best friend, neighbor. You can even tell your enemy, because if there's one thing that can bring you back together, it is this show. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.